guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Stacy. I'm going to be doing the e-reader book tag today. I had no intentions of filming today, but it's just so beautiful out today. The weather is perfect here in Virginia and the trees look stunning. They still have their leaves on and they're slowly falling. It's just beautiful. So I just was in a good mood and I felt like filming and having this as a background. So here we are. So this is a tag I just came across recently. I saw a booktuber named Michael K. Vaughn, I think is his name. He does a lot of classics videos. I saw him do this tag and I know that it is created by someone named Micah Cummins. I will leave both videos linked down below. So let's just jump into this. I'm going to be looking at this. I have everything written down in my notebook. The first question is, what was the first e-reader you ever owned? What was your reason for getting one? Were you reluctant or eager to get one? All of that is within the first question. So this is the first e-reader I got. This is a Kindle Paperwhite, and I had to look this up. I bought this in 2013, and on my device information on Amazon, it actually doesn't say which generation this one is, but it is from 2013, and it is the touchscreen one, not one that has the buttons on it. Second part is, what was your reason for getting one? My main reason, and this is kind of embarrassing, but my main reason for getting this was, at this time in my life, I was reading a ton of paranormal romance books. Right? I was reading all the like vampire, werewolf, you know, those type of books with the really crazy, embarrassing covers, I would say. They were embarrassing to me anyway, because I did a lot of my reading when I was out with my kids. At this time, my kids were doing a lot of martial arts and you know, kid activities where I would have to sit and wait, and I was always embarrassed to be pulling one of those books out of my bag with the covers on it. And so I thought, if I had a Kindle, nobody could see the book that I was reading and I could read it in secret. So that was my main reason. And the last part of that question is, were you reluctant or eager to get one? I was very eager to get one. I could not wait to get my hands on one of these. I thought it was the coolest idea ever. Question 2 is, what e-reader do you use now and what e-readers do you own? So I still own this, but I did pass it along to my son, and then I bought a second one of these a year later, which I had given to my husband thinking he would love it, but he never got into it. He prefers to read on his phone, and so that one went to my daughter, but I'm pretty sure it was the same model as this one. And the one that I currently own now is this one. This is the 11th generation one. I just got it this year, so I think it's the most current, although they are coming out with a newer one already. I wanted this one in particular because it has the orange lights for nighttime reading. It's really easy on my eyes. And this one uses the same charger as my Samsung phone does, whereas this Kindle used, I don't know all the names of the chargers, but this one used the older Kindle charger. What is my dog doing? Sonia, what are you doing? And I like being able to charge this with my phone charger because I always know where my phone charger is. Plus, this one has the induction charging. Is that what it's called? I suck at technology. This one also has more storage on it than my old one, although I don't think I came close to using all the storage in my old one. You could put a million books on these things and still have room left. I also use a clear cover so I can customize my cases, and as you can see, I have leaves right now for fall. So anyway, that is the one that I am currently using. Question 3 is, do you read digitally on multiple devices or always the same device? If you use multiple devices, how do you decide which one to use? I don't use multiple devices. I can't read on my phone. It is way too small for me. Plus, I feel like I spend too much time on my phone as it is. And so I really like switching over to this one. It makes me feel like I'm not wasting time, if that makes sense. Like when I'm scrolling on my phone, I feel like I'm wasting time, but if I'm reading on this, I feel like I'm just doing a hobby. I don't know. So no, I don't use multiple devices. I stick to that one. Number 4 is, do you still read physical books? If so, how do you decide which format to read a certain book in? And this is a really good question. Yes, I still read physical books mainly for 2 reasons. The first one is I still would prefer to read nonfiction in physical form because I love like underlining and highlighting and writing and all that stuff. And yes, you can, you know, highlight and underline or whatever on this, but for me, it is just not the same thing. I absorb the information better if I'm like using a physical pen or marker to do it. And the second reason I will still read physical books is if I find them cheaper than I can get them on the Kindle. If it's a book that my library doesn't have and I can't download it, or if it's not on the Kindle store for like $1 or $2, but I was able to find it at the thrift store or a used book store for cheaper, I will read that physical book. So if there's a book that I really want to read, first I will look at the library, second I will look at the Kindle store and see if it's on Kindle Unlimited or super cheap. If not, then I will look for it at the thrift store or the used book store. So physical books for fiction really are kind of my last option. I do like buying some of them to have for certain covers. I like to have on my bookshelves, but I really just don't enjoy reading them very much anymore. All right, question 5 is, what is something you dislike about reading ebooks? Really nothing. I love reading ebooks, that's why I'm making this tag. I do feel like there's a bit of a stigma against ebooks, I guess, so I don't like that. I wish they were as cool or as popular as physical books. But yeah, there's nothing I dislike about reading ebooks. Number 6 is, would you ever ditch physical books completely and become a sole ebook reader? No, I wouldn't ditch them completely, mainly because of the like I said, I like to collect certain covers or certain editions I like to have on my bookshelf. And there are some books that I have from my childhood that are just, you know, special to me, nostalgic, that obviously I would never get rid of. So now I actually do love physical books, and I would probably still be reading them a lot more than I do, but it's really hard on my eyes. Being able to blow the font up and have that backlight and have that orange light for nighttime reading just blows physical books out of the water for me. If I could, you know, like blow up the page of the physical book, that would be great, but we don't have that capability right now with physical books. Maybe if I had like a little magnifying glass, I could read a physical book that way. What's crazy is that even with my glasses on, and my glasses work pretty well, I still feel like I can't see the words very well. I think it comes down to the light for me more than anything. That light is everything. Number 7 is, where do you get your ebooks? Kindle store, library, or third-party websites? I always go to the library first, and recently I got signed up for the library system in Tennessee, so now I have it for my county in Virginia and I have it for the county in Tennessee, and that has opened a whole new world for me. The Tennessee library system is so much better than my system here in Virginia. They have all the books. Everything I'm looking for whenever I do a search, they have it. Sometimes there are waits on certain books, but at least it's available. Whereas my system, my county here in Virginia, especially with like Christian fiction or biblical fiction, they have basically nothing. So I was having to get a lot of that stuff through Kindle. A lot of that stuff you can get with Kindle Unlimited. Luckily, the Christian fiction is on there. But yeah, first I go to the library, then I go to Kindle. I haven't gotten any from any third-party websites. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Is that like from an author? I'm not sure. All right, and just in time for the sun to come blaring in and mess up the camera again, number 8 is to tag some BookTubers. I don't know who likes to read on e-readers. No, you know what? That's a lie. Celestria. I'm going to tag Celestria because I know she reads a lot of books on her phone. Celestria, I'm tagging you, and anybody else who reads on e-readers, do this tag because I think it's pretty cool and it's different. Anyway, guys, I have one question for y'all. If you do read ebooks, what is your preferred method of reading them? On your phone, on a Kindle, on an iPad? How do you read ebooks? All right, that is all I got for y'all. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.